Monster truck fans, get ready. We've got a show for you. Sit back, relax, and hold on because we're going to talk to all the drivers, meet all the players in this Lucas Oil Speedway Night of Destruction. 8 of the most powerful, famous monster trucks on the planet are ready to do battle in racing and freestyle. And I can promise you, somebody's going to try to pull off Lucas Oil Speedway's first ever monster truck backflip. The question is, who could land it? We'll find that out later on this video, so stay with us. Let's head out to Lucas Oil Speedway. This is the diamond of dirt tracks in Wheatland, Missouri. If you've never been there, plan your trip. It's amazing. Drag boats, off-road, camping, go-karts, you name it. Let's meet some drivers. Focusing in on some serious monster truck action, we have the Barbarian. What is your name, sir?
My name's Devin Jones.
Where are you out of?
I'm out of Miami, Oklahoma.
Excellent. Talk to me about the excitement you're feeling here. It's race day. We got engines fired up.
Man, it's gonna be awesome and stuff out here at Wheatland Lucas Oil Speedway. It's sitting there. I've been here before a couple years ago, and it was awesome. Now it's getting even bigger. They got a huge track for everybody, and it's just come out and enjoy the show. Sure is. Let's stay twisted.
All right, we got Twisted Addiction off. Man, these things are loud.
They definitely are and stuff. Some of them have mufflers, but that's what a monster truck is. It's loud, it's big, it's sitting there heavy to crush these cars.
How old are you?
I am 36.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 12 years.
Oh my gosh, how'd you get involved?
I ended up starting out with smaller trucks, pro arena trucks, doing off-road racing. So we sat there and we've been doing it for quite a while.
Tell me about your truck, some of the specs. How many horsepower, what type of engine?
It's a 540 big block Chevy. It's 1,500 horsepower. I mean, our tires are 6 foot tall, weigh about 700 pounds a piece. The whole truck weighs about 12,000 pounds.
Oh my gosh. Now, the expense of doing this must be off the charts. Do you get booked into enough shows that you can keep it going?
It's a lot of hobby and stuff. This truck sitting behind me is about a $125,000 truck.
Wow. Now, I would expect them to be more actually than 125.
It depends on how much you do yourself. I do almost everything myself, built the whole frame, everything. So I was able to cut about $100,000 cost off of it.
That's amazing. Now, tonight, in terms of the racing and the freestyle, will you be competing in both?
Yeah, we'll be doing 3 different competitions. You got like the best trick competition, then you got racing, and then you got freestyle. But we love freestyle the most. That's when the crowd sits there and gets wild, and that's when we gets crazy.
Well, here's another thing I gotta ask you. I watched in the freestyle shows, you guys pretty much tear these bodies off. That can't be very cost effective.
It's sit there and sometimes it'll happen. Body alone's about $5 grand each time you sit there and tear it off.
How would you describe to people what it's like to go head to head in one of these things?
Oh man, it's awesome and stuff. I mean, it's just no bigger thing you can sit there and do. I mean, to have 1,500 horsepower sitting behind you at the flip of the throttle, it's just awesome. Awesome,
man. Anything you would like to add?
Man, just come out, enjoy the show, sit there and bring the kids out. We're giving away candy to them, so just have fun and let's do it.
Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you guys.
I should have my crew shirt on.
Scarlet Bandits. Nice to meet you, ma'am. What is your full name?
Dawn Cretan.
Out of?
Tonganoxie, Kansas.
I love it. How in the heck did you get involved in this?
Actually, I cheated my way in. I met my husband now at a monster truck show in Minot, North Dakota about 21 years ago.
No way.
He was looking for a second driver at the time, and I just fit the bill. A few months later, we ended up getting married.
Did you have prior driving experience?
None at all.
None?
None.
He just found somebody in the stands and said, come on down and drive.
Well, we hung out for a couple of weeks, and then he had a driver picked out already, and he declined his job at the last minute. He asked if he thought I could do it, and I did.
How about the namesake? I love how everybody's got different nicknames. The Scarlet Bandit, where does that come from?
We had Bounty Hunter first, and when we came up with Scarlet Bandit, it used to just be called Too Extreme because we couldn't think of a name. Later on, we named our team Too Extreme Racing, and we started brainstorming on a name for the truck, and we wanted something that kind of coincide with Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is, you can run, but you can't hide. So we found a Scarlet Bandit, catch me if you can.
How would you describe what it's like to pilot one of these things?
It's a huge adrenaline rush. I've had to take some time off. I have 4 children at home, and it was really hard. The adrenaline you definitely do miss, and of course the fan interaction. You cannot go without that.
How many shows a year do you usually do?
My husband and I do probably about 60 events a year.
60 events? That's amazing to me.
Events.
Well, it seems like monster trucks really are in high demand. It's an incredibly expensive sport though. Is it tough to juggle that?
We do it full-time for a living, so it's our full-time job, so we put 100% of our dedication into it. And it's always an expensive sport and obviously an expensive job to have, but that's why we do 60 shows a year.
What's the most expensive thing to break on the truck that you worry about when you're like, please don't go?
Probably a motor.
Gotcha. How much
Yeah.
life do you get out of these motors?
I get quite a bit. My husband, not so much.
Oh, so maybe you use a little more finesse than he does.
I think I might.
Excellent. What are your hobbies outside of this?
Nothing at all.
So you live for this?
Actually, I really do. It's this and raising 4 kids. Every weekend we're on the road, so I'm planning Sunday through Wednesday just to keep my home life in order, and then my dedication goes into this.
Well, thank you for the info. Anything you'd like to add?
Just, I hope this is a great show and can't wait to perform.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's the one and only Bounty Hunter. How you doing, sir?
Oh, good, good. I'm all dressed up here.
This is proper attire for Monster Trucks. What is your full name?
Jimmy Cretin,
Where are you out of?
Tonganoxie, Kansas. 3 hours down the road.
How old are you?
Oh, do I really got to tell you? 53. Been doing this for 25 years.
That was my next question. That's awesome. Looking back on a 25-year career in Monster Trucks, what do you think is something that people would be surprised for you to pass on here? What was your takeaway?
Of monster trucks?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Because it's a very interesting career.
It's a lot harder than most people think. You know, they see the 2 hours of glory that we actually get to come out and perform in front of the audience, and that's when we're really having a good time. And when we're performing, but it takes about 100 hours probably between each weekend to get these trucks ready to go for the weekend.
That's astounding. How big of a crew do you have back home to help you?
Probably 5. I got one of the bigger crews for an independent team.
I was going to say, because your wife said you guys do 60 events a year.
We do, per team, when we have 2 teams.
That's amazing. So, I mean, it just must be nonstop at your shop.
Well, it is. It is very, you know, we probably do, like I said, 60 shows in 52 weeks. That's because we run late. We run to the middle of December. It takes about 3 weeks to turn these things around and get them back out for Monster Jam for first quarter.
Tell me what you have to do to turn one around after a race.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on how tore up it is. I mean, my turnaround's probably not, it's probably a lot easier than Jimmy Kohler's turnaround.
Yeah. Who tears his whole body off, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we like to go, we're racers over here. I mean, in fact, I'm the current world racing champion for Monster Jam. And this truck really likes to run, you know, so it's going to be really cool. I see a really cool track out here tonight. And hopefully we just take one piece at a time. We'll take racing, then we'll worry about freestyle. But I can get as much air as the rest of them can.
Are you turning this truck around on the road a lot of times?
Sometimes, yeah. We don't. I mean, like if we're out in California, we can't come home and you know, to our shop and go back out to California. It depends on how things route. I mean, a lot of times we can fix whatever we need to fix in a parking lot.
Excellent. From nose to tail, can you give me the technical specs on your truck here? Because it's staggering. It's awesome.
Yeah, this truck's about 17 feet long. We actually, this used to be a full-size Expedition. We took 17 inches out of the height. We took 20 inches out of the width. We tried to get the center of gravity down as low as possible. You can see that I'm sitting on the transfer case right here. This baby puts out about 1,650 horses and about 1,300 foot-pounds of torque. Out of the motor. And
what kind of motor?
Well, normally I got a Pontiac in. I only own one Chevrolet, and I put the Chevrolet in. She's really puppy. So we put a new fuel system with a new supercharger on it. She loves
Supercharged.
Supercharged on methanol.
Wow. Are all these monster trucks supercharged?
Absolutely.
Wow, amazing. Supercharged on methanol. What type of exhaust do we have here?
Well, you know, the new thing is we had to go to mufflers, so the trucks were getting so loud for people, especially indoors. I just kind of leave them on, and this muffler can come off. Tip can come down to here, it gets a lot louder. But it's just kind of like a Zoomy, but once we brought it all the way out like a Zoomy, and then we put a collector on it.
What suspension do we have?
These are, Josh Garcia built this suspension. These are overtime shocks with 3.5 inch 3-inch accumulators, and it's got a little softer ride than normal. I like a little rigid ride, and we've been trying to get them a little tighter. She may even be right where we kind of want her for the big jumps. Sometimes she's a little rough on the small jumps. It's hard to have the best of both worlds. but I hate when my suspension bottoms out, so that's why we've been tightening her up. But we got 30 inches of travel on the rear and 26 inches of travel on the front.
Amazing. What are the specs on these massive tires?
Oh, these are the BKTs that we have to run in Monster Jam. We just kind of keep them on because we're bouncing back and forth between different venues. And
low tread, I noticed too.
Well, these are the way these treads comes. We didn't buff these, but you know, they're pretty light. They got a real thin sidewall. They give a lot when they land, so they're pretty soft.
What's the price tag on one of these tires?
$27.50
for one.
For one tire.
No way.
Yeah. Another about, for a beadlock rim, you're looking at another $1,000 to $1,250 for the rim.
Oh my gosh, we're looking at about $4 grand sitting right there.
Yeah, 16 grand for a set of wheels and tires.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you being a smart businessman here, you've been able to...
I'm obviously not a smart businessman if I'm in the monster.
Well, if you've been able to survive, I got to say you are, because there's a lot of people that think they do this and then they get the P&L sheet at the end of the year and say, we can't do this. I grew up watching Bigfoot and all these guys in the 80s. Is it easier or harder now to make it full-time in monster trucks?
Well, actually, I think it's getting a little tougher. The money that you can make in these is probably not going up as exponentially as the parts are for them. Back in the day, I seem to have a lot more money than I do now. But you know, that comes with, you know, it's a race car business. You can better yourself right into bankruptcy. Depending, you can have more engines, better haulers, better tires. You know, more people. You know, it's better shop equipment. So you just keep digging yourself a hole if you're not careful.
It's amazing to me the way you guys get booked in. I mean, it's almost like a musician or an actor. Do you have an agent that handles that, or do you handle all your bookings?
Well, no, we handle it all ourselves. You know, we've been doing it for so long, so we know so many promoters. So that's why we probably stay pretty busy. We also hope that we stay busy because we do a good job. You know, you always hope to do the promoter a really good job, and that keeps the business coming your way. But sometimes you stumble. I mean, it's a lot of moving parts on this piece of equipment, and anything can fail at any time.
Well, good luck, deal. We wish you the best. Anything you'd like to add?
No, I mean, if you guys are watching this, I mean, this is good. This is an awesome track. You need to get out here. If you're within driving distance, could be here tonight. You're gonna miss a heck of a show if you don't make it here. So get on out here.
Thanks so much. There it is, guys, the Bounty Hunter.
Lucas Oil Speedway, welcome to the Monster Truck Nationals Night of Destruction right here at the Diamond and Dirt Track. Lucas Oil Speedway. South in the midway here tonight. We're going to check out our track rushers. If you want to take a shoot there, something you do something great. It is the Diamond Cafe, man, the best food in racing right. Got some great specials all night long. $3 draws. And I will remind you.
You guys having fun? You gonna get some candy? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Love it. Look at the amount of candy. Jim Cole, the Avenger. A couple more quick questions. How old are you?
How old am I? What kind of question is that? You're only as old as you feel. How's that sound?
All right. Where are you from?
From Michigan.
Where
Born and
at?
raised. I live in St. Clair. I was born in Detroit, kind of in the same area.
How long have you been doing this?
23 years.
Excellent. Your body style here is a
57 Chevrolet.
why 57 Chevrolet?
I'm a classic car guy, man, you know, so if you're gonna go out and it's a regular old pickup, it's not as cool. You gotta have a wild concept, you gotta have something that represents you. And I'm a classic car kind of guy. I like hot rods, street rods, and having a wild time. That's what we wanna do.
Excellent. Good luck to you tonight.
Thanks, man.
How we doing?
There we go, here with Mr. Brad. Brad, what's your last name one more time?
Allen.
Excellent.
Brad Allen.
Where are you from?
Just north of Detroit, Michigan, Columbus, Michigan.
How old are you?
31 now.
How long have you been in monster trucks?
About 10 years.
10 years?
Yep.
How would you describe what it's like to race this thing?
Undescribable. Best adrenaline rush you probably ever have.
What are your hobbies outside of monster trucks?
The monster trucks.
As you live for this, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Something viewers may not know about you that I could pass on.
I work a construction job during the week.
Construction during the week, monster trucks during the weekend, huh?
Yep.
How many events a year?
Probably between 40 and 45 weekends a year.
Amazing. Good luck to you tonight. Thanks, guys. Thank you. We got one of the most popular trucks, Overboard. Gotta love it. How you doing, sir? What's your
Doing
name?
awesome. Jamie Garner with Overboard Monster Truck.
From?
Fortville, Indiana.
Love it. How many years you been involved?
8 years.
8 years. First thing I gotta ask you, the name. I have a hunch of where it may come from. Why Overboard?
You know, when we first started doing it, we had a 41 wheelies. We custom painted it. Crazy. Went overboard in the paint. Motor, we poured the motor out way farther than a 540. It ended up being like a 578. Everything we did with the first monster truck we owned, we went overboard with. Way overboard. So the name fit, and honestly, you got to find something kind of kid-friendly. So when you start kind of looking around, wife come up with it. We loved it. Ran with it ever since.
Is it Overboard now?
Definitely going to be overboard out here tonight, for a fact.
What kind of motor you got in there?
540 Richard Midget, producing about 1,500 horse.
Wow, what type of body?
Chevy 1,500, guy out of Oklahoma makes them for us. Brothers Bodies, 1,500 series, perfect for us.
What makes your truck unique from others, you think?
The way we drive. We are just overboard. We go crazy. It's all about the fans. Being here at Lucas Oil Speedway, Lucas Oil sponsors us, Protect the Harvest. We got to burn it to the ground here. You know, you got Jim Kohler, another Lucas Oil sponsor, so we're all fighting to see we're on top. So it's going to be interesting tonight.
What are your hobbies outside of monster trucks?
I own a towing company. I own 42 tow trucks.
How about that?
Yeah, it keeps us very, very busy.
And finally, to come out here and this amount of fans waiting in line for you, how cool is that?
This is what makes it all worth it. If you miss the pit party, you truly can't drive and rock it out. The pit party is what amps you up to get you out there to do the crazy stuff for these fans. Without it, you can't do it.
Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How you doing, buddy? Good.
Big long line for Twisted Addiction. How you doing, sir?
Doing 100.
I see that. You're signing autographs. Are you a Twisted Addiction fan? Like it. What's your full name, sir?
Timothy Jones.
From?
St. James, Missouri.
How old are you?
40.
How long you been doing this?
6 years.
What makes you different from all these competitors, you think?
Just my own unique style.
I love it. Tell me about your vehicle. What type of motor?
It's a 2018 concussion chassis with all Ford powered motor.
Excellent. What do you think you're better at, racing or freestyle?
I'm a freestyle guy, getting better at racing. I have trouble racing my own. I get beat by my own style of racing, but I like freestyle the most. Two-wheel skills.
What are your hobbies outside of monster trucks?
Razor riding with the boys, basketball, hanging out with them.
Excellent, man. Well, good luck to you. Anything gonna throw you any curveballs about this course, you think?
Well, yeah, I've never done a backflip. It's my last show of the year. Got a lot of time to rebuild the truck. I'll be the first one out of these guys that'll probably hit it tonight. The other three in front of me are not gonna hit it. So I may set the bar.
Good luck, man. Can't wait to see it.
All right.
Enjoy. Awesome. Wow, where are you guys from?
Here.
This has got to be the coolest costumes ever. I love it. You're from Pittsburgh? You having a good time? Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, guys. How about it? Everybody having a good time. All right, we've met all 8 fearless drivers. Well, excuse me, we've met 7. How about number 8 right now? My goodness, you guys are getting old. Black Pearl, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
What is your full name?
I'm Cole Bernard.
From?
I'm from North Carolina.
Where at?
The Outer Banks, Grandy, North Carolina.
That's Gravedigger country down
Yes,
there,
sir.
right?
10 miles up the road.
Most of these guys is there any connection there?
Yes. I used to work at Gravedigger for 9 years.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. So how did you get started?
I started as a mechanic. I was a crew chief for Adam Anderson for 9 years.
Uh-huh.
So actually I worked there 11 years, sorry. I was a crew chief for 9 years and I drove a Gravedigger for 2 years. And then I went out on my own, partnered up with Jamie Garner with Overboard and came out with the Black Pearl.
Tell me about the Black Pearl. What type of motor? What type of body?
The Black Pearl is a Chevrolet. It's got a 540 big block Chevy in it, about 1,500 horsepower, and it's set on kill mode.
What do you like better, freestyle or racing?
Both. I'm competitive, so I like to race, but freestyle it's freestyle. That's what I love doing, and just going out there and trying to put on the best show and wow the people and give them something that nobody else has gave them here.
After all the years as crew chief, what was your biggest surprise when you got in the driver's seat?
Oh man, the biggest surprise was, I would say, the thrill of going out there and tearing the truck up and having the fans scream and yell for you, and then not having to be just the guy in the background that had to fix it.
I love it. Hobbies outside of monster truck racing?
I own a mechanic shop, so I work on cars. I like old cars, doing that. Going out on the water, relaxing. If I could ever relax, that's what I would be doing, but my body doesn't let me. I work.
How many events you do a year?
Countless, man. Probably over 100.
I love it. Well, good stuff. We'll let you get back. I see you got a long line of fans here. How much fun is it to mingle with these fans and give out
candy? I
candy?
love it. This is my first time here. The fans are crazy. Lucas Oil Speedway is amazing.
Excellent. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Hey, man. Let's give you some candy first. Let's get you all loaded up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is in the house. How you doing, Stay Puft?
Good.
There we go. Where's the Ghostbusters? Have you seen them?
Not yet.
They're not here yet. Good thing. That's good for you. Have a good night. Who else do we got here? You guys having fun?
Yes.
Excellent. Love it.
I wasn't talking very loud. Where are you?
Wow, those are cool. Oh, that's cool costume there. I like that. Cool costume.
What?
I said cool costume.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we are here with Kevin and Doug, the two guys that are going to provide the soundtrack tonight. Gentlemen, what can we expect?
Well, I think you can expect anything. You never know what's going to be coming up.
Well, something that I see that's going to be different than normally what we see. We've got 8 of the best trucks in the country that we've ever lined up, and definitely the best 8 ever lined up here at Lucas Oil Speedway. You guys have seen it. You've had it in shows here for several years. It's our first MAP motorsports show to do it here at O'Reilly Outlaw Nationals, and it's Night of Destruction. But one of the cool things we're really going to get to see tonight is the first ever 36,000 horsepower truck to ever
Looking forward to that, man.
Southwest Missouri, and it's a local truck. It's not local, it runs the world, but it lives right here in Southwest Missouri.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, you know, the other thing I'm really looking forward to, Kevin, is the fact that this is the first time we've actually had an obstacle for backflips right here in the Monster Truck Nationals. It is incredible. That thing is tall. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys and gals do some incredible backflips and bringing the crowd to its feet.
Well, you're exactly right. It's never been done here at Lucas Oil. And I'm going to say, talking with these drivers, there's 1 or 2 that are going to do it. 1 for sure is going to do it. I've had 2, 3, and 4 tell me they think they'll do it if that track set's right. And, you know, the testosterone gets going. These guys are pushing each other a little bit, and you're going to see things happen that's never happened here. Our first backflip, probably our second backflip, our third backflip could happen. But then the 36,000 horsepower truck, we have a huge track. It's the last show of the year here for Lucas Oil. So you're going to get to see things. They tore the track apart. They built huge jumps. And when I say huge, I'm talking
18, 20 feet tall.
So this is much bigger than a typical jump you guys would see at one of your races.
I haven't seen jumps this big this summer yet.
Really? And it's more space than you're used to?
Huge. I mean, that's what's that, a half-mile track? Or it's bigger.
3/8.
3/8 of a mile track. So we're going to cover the whole track, and we've got about 4 different lanes inside.
Oh, not only that, but we're not used to all these obstacles. Of course, we were in flat and something like that. This is one of our best shows of the year. And the kids trick-or-treating, they're in costumes. It's incredible to watch. And we have a great turnout here today, as we do every day. The weather, we was a little concerned about, but man, it has cleared off. The sun is bright. It is going to be an incredible night of great monsters. Are going to roar tonight at the Speedway.
Well, the cool thing is, and I've said it before, even the good Lord wants to see a good monster truck show. They let the sun shine the last few minutes. We have a huge line of people just lined up just for autographs the whole length of the grandstands.
Excellent,
You're going to get to see some huge stuff.
Thanks so much. You guys have a great night, and keep those vocal cords loosened up, all right?
All right, we're here.
John, MAP, yes. You're the man. You're the man to talk to. You can do your own intro if you want. You are that much of a talented pro.
All right, we're going to talk about the track a little bit. Here at
you.
Lucas Oil Speedway, obviously the track is huge. It's a 3/8 mile track. We're using every inch of it this year. I know previous years they've had some pretty decent tracks, but this year we're a new company. This is our first time here, so we brought in bigger and bigger stuff. We got a box truck that's like, I don't know, 22 feet tall, so that by the time they launch off the top of it, they'll be 50 or 60 feet in the air.
How high is that jump?
50 or 60 feet by the time they do it, because it's about 22 feet, and they're going to fly.
22 feet.
Yeah, you can see it out there. It's
I see that. Is that typical for you guys, or is that bigger than usual?
Well, only when you have like an indoor show, no way.
At a Coliseum, you could never do that.
No, it would take up the whole thing. You'd have one jump. So here, the best thing is we got 15 different obstacles out there. We got the big double bus stack. You can hit it 4 different ways. That's pretty cool. They're going to launch off that thing. Then we got, of course, a jammer stack. We got a couple jackrabbits. I don't think they've done those here before, so we were glad to put those in. Those are great for wheelies. And then the new thing with monster trucks is the poppers and the moonwalks. So we got 3 different moonwalk ramps out there, so they get the truck up on the nose and go like that. Pretty cool.
Amazing.
And then to top it off, we've got the Shockwave Jet Truck's going to finish the show for us.
What's he going to do exactly?
Well, it's 3 jet engines on that truck. It's a semi. It's got 36,000 pounds, or 36,000 horsepower, 21,000 pounds of thrust. So what our plan is we're going to put a couple cars out there, stack them. He's going to light them on fire, and then it'll be dark because we'll kill the lights. He's going to go around and around, heating everybody up if it's cold tonight. Actually, the weather's beautiful right now. But and then he's going to come back, and with that thrust, he's going to get back on the cars after they've melted down some. He's going to blow them, hopefully 50, 60, 70 feet back. It'll be pretty cool. Normally, he runs like 350 mile an hour on an airstrip or a drag strip. Obviously, we can't do that here, so it's going to be fire and smoke. He's going to have about 250 gallons of diesel, and we're going to burn it all. Don't tell Greta.
How many days did it take to build this course?
They started on Monday. We had a crew of 4 guys bringing all the dirt in and everything, and we worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we finished it up Friday about noon.
Amazing. How many dump trucks, if you had to guess, of dirt?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Say dump trucks 12 tons. They probably brought in 200 loads.
200? Where'd they get the dirt?
Well, they have a lot of dirt here. Lucas owns 9,000 acres. There's plenty of dirt.
How about it? Well, thank you so much. Anything you'd like to add about the show?
We hope to see you next year, man.
Have a good show. Thanks a lot.
Really good crowd. This is good.
That's cool. Tell me about your costume.
Well, this year I was going to be a forest ranger, but I didn't have my costume yet, so it was my costume from last year.
I like it. Lumberjack. Nice work, Dad. You guys ready to see some monster trucks?
Yep.
There you go. Enjoy, guys.
Hope you're good, Jack.
When you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, gave through the night that our flag was still there, and the whole of the red we are going to show.
Overboard wins the wheelie contest. He says he may have a fuel pump going bad. They're going to try to change it during intermission. In between rounds, charging the battery. Does have an alternator, but they like to charge the battery just in case in between rounds. It's the bounty hunter. He's waiting, ready to go back out.
Watch out, do get ready to cut it loose here tonight. We're on the season, guys got a big over the track. They here's the coming right for it. It's going to be Scarlet Bandit versus Avenger. Or black and red.
All kind of parts over here. Twisted Addiction, what happened?
We broke a 4-link bar, some shock shafts, little chump stuff, but we're back together. New shocks out of the trailer, new 4-link bar, we're ready to go.
Perfect. So you missed the race, but you got freestyle to look forward to.
We got freestyle. Heck, that's what I'm here for.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, we got a battle for third here.
Black Pearl, runner up.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it. How was it?
Man, we were gunning for it. We were giving it all we had, and we got a little squirrely in the final race in the last corner, and we lost to Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter. But freestyle's next, and that's what I'm here for, baby.
What's the key to not getting squirrely in those corners? That's a tight 180, isn't it?
It's a tight corner, and the bank of the racetrack kind of plays with the trucks a little bit, and I just got a little too impatient. I was trying to go tighter, faster, and I went a little bit too tight.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Big win for the Bounty Hunter in the racing. How did you do it?
Well, I caught a break first round, and then I just calmed myself down, softened my suspension up, went in easy into the turn. Once I knew I had the turn, it was hammered down.
So just like NASCAR or anything else, setup is very important, isn't it?
Oh, very, very. Well, we had the shock set way too stiff. We had it set up for like freestyle because the big jump was so big, the first jump was so big, and it was just way too stiff. In fact, we're sitting there contemplating on what to do with the shocks for this freestyle. We're actually don't know whether we should go full bore and stiffen it up as far as we can go, or kind of go right in the middle of the road. I kind of got a little taste of it on 2-wheel. The truck felt really, really good in my 2-wheel setup. So that's probably the setup I'm going to go with on this track.
Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you say happened to the Avenger, bud?
Man, he had a broke front axle and had a broke rear axle before he even started freestyle, so it was making him twist real bad and stuff. He did everything he could, just wasn't enough.
Expensive night for him, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Twisted Addiction, congratulations. What'd that first ever backflip feel? No, you don't have to take it out. I'm sorry. You can enjoy that. How'd that first ever backflip feel? That's all I want to know.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Felt great. I was expecting, I don't know, it was way less than what I was expecting.
Got you. Any damage to the truck? Because
we broke a 4-link bar, tore up some body parts, but we had fun. We had fun.
Was the sensation different than what you had expected?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Take me through it. From when you were approaching that thing, you must have had a huge butterfly in your stomach.
I did. I was hollering at my crew guy on the radio, but I forgot he didn't have the radios in there. I was telling him, Dave, I'm going for it, I'm going for it. I had the button down, but Dave didn't have his radio, and I went for it, man. I just went in and I committed, and once I lined up, I knew I had to hit it.
Who was giving you some of the advice and the mentoring that you relied on?
Oh man, I've asked the Gardner crew over here with Overboard. He's done a lot of them. Cole, they just said they was giving me, good advice. Everybody's truck takes things a little different. I was on the phone earlier today with Mikey Vaughters Jr. in Hagerstown, Maryland with Overkill Evo, and he's done a lot of them. Our trucks are pretty similar with our suspension, and he's like, just go for it, man. Don't sweat it.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
It's your winner here tonight. We'll give you a look at his trophy real quick. How about this? Well deserved. What a show it was. Congratulations to him and all the competitors. I hope you enjoyed this look at Monster Truck Madness in beautiful Wheatland, Missouri, Lucas Oil Speedway. Like I said, please plan your trip to go see Lucas Oil Speedway. This place is so amazing, so pristine. Big thanks to the Jet Truck Shockwave for putting on a good show. Also, make sure you check out MAV TV, Lucas Oil Racing TV. There will be an On the Edge TV program coming up dedicated to these amazing monster trucks, so you don't want to miss that. But more than anything, guys, if you are a dirt track racer or a fan, you have to check this out if you're ever in the Wheatland, Missouri area. It's amazing. It's called the Diamond of Dirt Tracks for good reason. Well, please let me know where you're watching from, your feedback on this video, if you would ever try driving a monster truck. And also, finally, if you love motorsports, if you love racing, if you love motorcycles, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, Cycle Drag. Smash the bell for notifications and subscribe to Cycle Drag. Again, leave us your feedback on this video, what you thought, and the big question, would you ever do this? The subscribe button is above, and please send some friends over if they like motorsports as well.